Well, hey there, and welcome to Board to Learn, a channel dedicated to helping you learn how to play your new games faster. My name is Kent, and today we'll be looking at Point Galaxy, a 1 to 5 player card drafting and tableau building game designed by Molly Johnson, Robert Melvin, and Shawn Stankewich, with illustrations by Dylan Mangini. It's published by Flatout Games and AEG. So let's head over to the table and we'll get started. In Point Galaxy, you'll collect planets, suns, moons, asteroids, and wormholes to construct solar systems within your own galaxy. Planets must be placed numerically, while other celestial bodies add variety with unique scoring twists, rewarding you for placing them in just the right spot. At the end of the game, the player who builds the most valuable solar system wins. To get things started, first separate out the 5 starting sun cards. You'll know them because they have a star with the letter S inside it in the upper right corner. Next, shuffle the rest of the deck thoroughly. Be sure to keep the planet side face down while shuffling. That's considered the front of the card. The back side, which shows moons, suns, asteroids, and wormholes, is called the space side. Once you've given the cards a good shuffle, remove a certain number based on your player count. Refer to the chart here or your rulebook for the exact number. For this example, I'll be using 59 cards for a 2-player setup. Set the extra cards back in the box. They won't be used this game. Now, take the remaining cards and divide them into 3 draw piles, roughly the same size. Place them in the middle of the table with the planet side down. Flip the top 2 cards of each pile and place them below, creating 3 columns. This makes the market 6 cards with planets showing and 3 space cards still on the top of the draw piles. Next, gather all the rocket tiles and shuffle them face down. From these, take a number based on the player count. Again, refer to the chart here or in the rulebook. For 2 players, that's 10 rockets. Flip them face up and place them next to the market so everyone can see them. Now, shuffle the 5 starting sun cards you set aside earlier and deal 1 randomly to each player. Place this card in front of you. It will be the first solar system in your galaxy. Finally, take a number of player aid cards equal to the number of players. Make sure the one with the little person icon in the upper right corner is included. Shuffle these aids and deal them randomly. Whoever gets the card with the person icon is the first player, and play will move clockwise from them. And that's the setup. Now it's time to give the universe a little makeover. On your turn, you'll draft 2 cards from the market and place them in your galaxy. When you take a card, you must use the side that's face up. There is no flipping allowed. You can choose any combination of cards. If you take a space card from the top of a draw pile, the next card is revealed immediately, and you're allowed to take that new card as your second pick if you want. Planet cards, however, don't refill until the end of your turn. Once you've chosen your 2 cards, replace any missing planets by flipping the top card of the draw pile in that column. If one of the piles ever runs out, take the largest remaining pile, split it in half, and move the bottom half into the empty spot, making sure the top space card stays in place. Generally, when placing cards, you will either start a new solar system by placing the card directly on the table, or you'll add to an existing solar system by placing the card above or below a card already in play, but never in between 2 cards. There are specific placement rules for each card type, so let's go over those now, starting with the planet cards. Planet cards must be played in numerical order, either ascending or descending. The planet's number is shown in the top left corner along with its associated color. The color itself doesn't affect sequencing, but it does matter when interacting with certain space cards, which I will explain later. Some planet cards also feature rockets or research icons in the upper right corner. These symbols don't affect placement, but will be important during scoring, which I will also cover later. Planet cards can be added to a solar system in one of 2 ways: tuck above another card in the sequence, or place below, covering the card in the sequence. Again, you may never insert a card between 2 existing cards. The other way is to start a brand new solar system with a planet card. by simply placing the card on the table to form a new column. Once a solar system contains at least 2 planets, its direction is locked, either ascending low to high or descending high to low. From that point on, every new planet added must follow that direction. Numbers don't have to be consecutive, but the direction must stay consistent. Planet cards marked with an X are wild. They can represent any number in the sequence. However, because they are black, the absence of color, they only count toward the numerical sequence, not for color interactions. When scoring, each solar system earns points based on the number of unique planets it contains, from 1 all the way up to 7. Sun cards are placed at the top of a solar system, above its column of planet cards. They may also be used to start a new solar system. Each solar system may only have 1 sun card, and that card provides a specific scoring condition for the system it is placed with. Asteroid cards must be placed directly above a sun card, and only 1 asteroid may be assigned to each sun. If you do not have an available sun, you cannot take an asteroid. At the end of the game, players score bonus points for collecting asteroids, with the player holding the most earning 10 points, the second most earning 6, and the third most earning 2. Moon cards may be placed either above or below a sequence of planet cards in an existing solar system, or they may be used to start a new solar system. Each moon card shows 1 or 2 colors in the upper left corner, and a point value in the upper right. To complete a moon card, you must have matching planet cards adjacent to it. If the moon card shows only 1 color, a single planet of that color on either side is enough. If it shows 2 colors, the moon card must be positioned between both, with 1 planet of each color on either side. If a planet shows 2 colors that match the moon card, only 1 of those colors counts toward the requirement. Wormhole cards are special cards that do not score points on their own, but instead reverse the direction of a solar system. When placed either above or below a sequence of planet cards, any new planets placed next to the wormhole must follow the opposite numerical order from the sequence before it. This allows you to fill in numbers you skipped earlier, or even add numbers that already exist in the same solar system. When it comes time to score, however, remember that only unique planet numbers count toward your total. Now, let's go back to the rocket or research icons that can be found in the upper right corner of some cards. These symbols do not affect card placement, but they provide opportunities for end-of-game scoring. Rocket icons allow you to collect rocket tokens, which we placed out during the setup. At the end of each of your turns, count the total number of rocket icons visible in your galaxy. Each time you reach or pass a new multiple of 5, you may take 1 rocket token to keep. Each token has different scoring opportunities for the end of the game. Research icons also score at the end of the game. They score based on the number of unique research symbols present across your entire galaxy. This uses the same scoring scale as planet values, rewarding you for variety rather than quantity. The game ends when the last player has taken their 13th turn. If you're not keeping track of turns, don't worry. It's also indicated by 7 cards remaining in the market. Now it's time to tally your scores and see who built the most valuable galaxy. Refer to your player aid for scoring and tally everybody's points on the scorecard. Rocket tokens, sun cards, and moon cards each score individually. For planets with multiple colors, you can use different colors for each scoring condition. However, you cannot use both colors in a single condition. Begin by scoring the sun cards. Look at each sun card scoring condition and score it based on the solar system or column it sits above. Add together the points from all sun cards and write the total on the score sheet. Next, score the planets in each solar system or column individually. Add up the unique number in the column and refer to the chart on the player aid to determine the points. Add together the scores from all the solar systems and record the total. Then move on to moon cards. Score moon cards that are adjacent to the required color of planet cards in each column. Add the points together and write them down on the score sheet. After that, count all the unique research icons in your galaxy. Check the player aid for the corresponding score and add it to your total. Look at each rocket token you collected during the game, add the scoring bonuses for each one, and add that sum to the score sheet. Finally, it's time to score asteroids. The player with the most asteroids earns 10 points, the second most earns 6 points, and the third most earns 2 points. If 2 or more players tie for a position, add together the points for that position and the next lower position. Then divide that total evenly among tied players. For example, if 2 players tie for first place, add the points for the first and second place, and divide by 2, giving each player 8 points. The next highest score then receives the points for third place. Once all points are added, the player with the highest total wins. If there's a tie, the player with the most rocket icons wins. If there's still a tie, share the victory? And that's how to play Point Galaxy. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more great games. Turn the bell on to be notified of my latest video. And if you have any questions or want to say something about my shirt, leave a comment and I'll do my best to respond. And remember, it's not just how you play, it's how much fun you have. We'll see you next time on Board to Learn. Once all points are added, the player with the highest total wins. If there's a tie, the player with the most rocket icons